Okay, Phil Lamb.
Mark Ling, back again.
And it's Tour of the Town. Yes, he's back again by popular demand. And it's a new series. It's called The Invitation.
Yes.
Where I invite somebody, in this case my work colleague, Mark, to a place which I think he'll find rather interesting. What are you interested in then, Mark?
Well, I'm interested, as I said before, I love the paranormal, and it's obviously that spooky season time of the year, so,
That's
we've
right.
got to get some, like getting a bit
Halloween
all excited.
next week.
Yeah, getting all excited for this time, and, sort of ghost stories, and I said, obviously, I know, sort of slightly know a little bit about what we're here for, to do with, like, time travel, so, great Scott,
He's excited already,
Yeah.
because today we're in Kersey in Suffolk. This is famous for the time slip that occurred in the 1950s.
Yeah.
We thought we'd bring Mark along. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to see at the end what he thinks about it.
Yeah.
What he thinks about the time slip itself.
Yeah.
If it's a load of rubbish or not. But I think he's going to enjoy the village.
Yeah, so even so, just to see it from now, it's like, this is obviously like some of the city boys to see, and it's like this is really just crazy, amazing.
It's amazing, isn't it?
On the drive up, you just did, even just driving up, you felt like you were going through time.
Oh, it did feel like it, didn't it? Yeah, the roads around here are, crazy stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take you on a little tour around Kersey, introduce you to the main buildings in the village. It is a village, it's basically just one street, which dips and then goes back up the other side. So, let's invite Mark to Kersey, take the tour with him, and we'll find out what he thinks at the end.
Yeah, defo.
Let's go for this then. So here we go then, Mark. We're at the southern end of Kersey. We've got the church behind us. You see the Kersey sign just then. As I said, in 1957 there was the now quite famous case of the time slip.
Yeah, it's just, I've briefly looked into it, and I said, all I really know is that some Navy cadets in the 50s came through, and they suddenly just thought like they were in a different time, because I said there was no electrics, was there, or stuff like that,
Well, they walked in to our cadets and an orienteering exercise, and for that car to go. And basically they entered Kersey from the church end, just behind us. And it wasn't as it looks today, or indeed in the 1950s, Mark.
Yeah.
We'll tell you a little bit more about that
When we
in just a moment.
Yeah.
There's the steep steps behind us up to the church of St Mary.
Yeah, we just about nearly killed ourselves getting up there, but we'll be all right,
We just had a bit of a rest up there. It was a little bit of a hard workout.
I mean, we are on a week off, so we are, meant to be relaxing right now.
Yeah, we're going to have it relax, come down here for a nice time slip, have a little bit of mead.
Yeah.
$1987.
Yeah.
Kersey Village sign.
Apparently it was designed by Phil, so
Oh right, okay, yeah. I can't remember doing that one.
yeah. Are you sure you're not from a different time?
I sometimes think I'm from a very, very different another planet.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you then.
Friends like this.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Taste the apples. Not quite now, I don't think.
No.
So we're coming down now. It's a magnificent building on the left here, Mark.
That's what I'm saying.
It's built circa 1400.
As I said, you can tell. Look at it. It's just like, even though I said there may be something coming later, I won't say what, but it is. You can see all how old it is, with how crooked things are, and and
blocked doorways or windows at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Possibly a next shop front.
The whole wood architecture is lovely, isn't it? Really.
That's right. Yeah. And yeah, that is the little manor. It's built roughly at the end of the 14th century. You think how long ago that is?
That is.
Isn't it incredible?
I was only 10 then.
You see how wonky it is there.
Yeah, it's incredible, really.
And you've got so many buildings like this here in Kersey.
That's what I said. Even if we find out the time slip was a bit silly, you could understand why they would think it just on the first glance. Seeing just all these old buildings.
It is. It's magnificent. You've got all these flat cottages as well.
They're beautiful.
It's very peaceful as well. You've got lots of cars parked on the right here. But not many people about. We passed a couple of people, have we, so far?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Opposite here we have the Lees house.
Yeah.
Lees. It's a medieval hall originally. So we're talking 14th, 15th century.
What, like a sort of, what do you mean by like medieval,
medieval hall? You'd have had like a sort of lord.
Kind of like a
you'd have a very
village hall sort of thing, is it? Like sort
you'd
of
have the rich people in there.
Okay.
And you'd have a hall at one end with a fire in the middle of the hall, which would come out in through a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And at the other end, you'd have had the owner or lord or whatever, and his own private space at the end. But everybody else, all his servants, all the guests, would sleep in the hall. Which would probably be in the middle there.
Yeah.
Basically,
kind of like the old
for a good
version of-
weekend, yeah.
Coming out from like an old, basically like us going out to, pub for the weekend or something. Or
something like that. But they have mead.
Mead, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and all the accoutrements as well.
Yeah.
Yes. We're just taking a little detour up this track up the towards the village hall. A little track here, got a beautiful house here. This is the old drift house.
Well, it is.
Look at these.
Yeah, they must be massive as well. Though, really. Look at it.
Some of these have the original window. See the wooden
wow,
bits in the window?
That's
the original, yeah.
Yeah, that's the original. They've obviously put in the panes behind them, yeah.
The window frames are built into the structure of the wall.
Yeah.
They're not casement windows, yeah?
Definitely ain't double glazed, are they?
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. It's all been modernised.
Well, obviously, yeah. But is that all they would have then? Like, not even like the panes? They would just have like the slats, basically.
You look this way, you can see the name of the house there.
Hall House?
The Hall House, which is a late medieval building from the 14th and 15th century. So if our timeslip people have been through here in the 14th century, they may have seen a very early version of that. Hall House, same as the building back there, the Lee's place.
So basically, like another sort of townhousey sort of place, yeah.
Yeah, it's with the richest people. They've had lots of rich weavers. This is a wall. They've got the richest from selling wool to the continent.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then,
the merchants, basically. There's the merchants' hall.
And then when they were stopping, they would stop here and and have a drink or whatever, and
that's basically
say for the night sort of thing, when they're during their merchant trips, basically.
Yeah, so they're all sorts of revelry stuff.
Yeah.
Drinking and entertainment, jesters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would have been good at that back in the day.
That's right, Badger. Here we have the village hall. This isn't of any great age, to be honest.
No.
Looks old, but it's
the
got.
Door looks amazing.
It does. It just looks amazing. Yeah, it's got brick noggin,
Yeah, like
where you
the-
got brick in between the wooden studs.
Then having like the roof going diagonally to make it a bit more like obviously
That's it. It's
artistic.
like called
Artistic.
herringbone.
Yeah,
they
like
call
an
that,
artistic.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's any like actual like sturdiness reason why they did it like that, but
Well, yes, it's that as well, and also for its aesthetic appeal. It looks good.
That's what I say, it looks nice. Like see like how things actually did look back in that time. I know probably
There'd be things that just scattered you and things which you'd enjoy.
Yeah, really.
Exactly. And I tell you, you may find it's not all that much different to
No,
now
you
as
could
you
see,
think.
you could see, obviously where the style of the architecture is very much they've kept their historic sort of value to it, and I actually really commend them for that, to be honest with you. I know you were saying this because they've lost a lot of funding over the years and stuff.
They did.
But
when the money dried up after about 1600 or so,
but
and that's why the buildings are so well preserved.
Yeah, but as I said, it just looks, it's beautiful compared to walking around my city where they all just look like big concrete blocks, basically.
That's right, but at least got the shops.
Yeah.
So let's take a look down here. Green Gables, isn't that a fantastic place?
Oh.
It's actually got a date up there, look, can you see it?
Oh, 13, wow.
So that's not long before the Black Death, and 15 years before the Black Death.
There'd have been a big old X there beforehand.
Beautiful garden as well, look.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just lovely, isn't it? It's the kind of place where, like Hansel and Gretel or...
I mean, to be fair, there's one for sale down there, Phil.
We'll have a look at that, see how much change I got in my pocket.
Yeah.
You see they've got further brick noggin, but on this occasion it's made in straight bricks,
Yeah.
lined bricks. And you see the arch at the bottom story there, surrounding the round window?
Yeah. I like the actual other window as well.
Yeah. That's another thing as well. If you see the pointed arch, that's generally a feature before about 1550.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go down there and see more. Beautiful little...
It really is.
It's 1334. He was king then. Tim would know. We're going to phone up Tim?
Yeah.
I think it was Edward.
We'll probably find
Edward II, I think it was.
We'll probably find him in the pub, No, I just think to myself like what one of these places would actually go for. I can't imagine they're cheap, are they?
I'd imagine if you go in a time slip and buy it while it's
Oh
cheap.
wow, my God, and then resell it.
Yes.
Oh mate, we've got it sorted. We ain't going back to work next week.
This is beautiful. Look, this is like an orangey reddish colour called
Yeah.
saffron. See a lot of that in Suffolk. So that is the Elisa cottage. That was built in between 1400 and 1600. It is beautiful, isn't it? You see the overhang? The overhanging
Yeah,
upper
the
story.
overhang.
That's right, yeah. To increase space.
Yeah.
I think it was a town feature at first. There wasn't much space in
Is that why they
towns.
had the overhang, just so they, obviously, have a little bit more room in the bedroom, I suppose.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, they need more room in the bedroom.
Well, I wouldn't know, but you know.
Let's take a gander up here.
Cool, yeah, no, we are really like getting into the old horse and carriage walkways now.
Yes, this looks, well, you know, before the middle of the 20th century, a lot of the roads would have been like this, just tracks.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They wouldn't have been
Brilliant.
what we call metalled. So, oh yeah, all sort of wonky goings on here. Look.
Cool, no, mate,
Gothic arches.
They could film like a sort of middle ages sort of movie in this town, to be honest, and you wouldn't even have to do much.
You wouldn't have to do much at all, yeah? Just keep the cars out of the picture.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Now, down here, apparently, there's a little tiny drain.
Yeah,
This is where in the Middle Ages they used to wash all their clothes in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, down there.
The toilet this time then.
There's a toilet very near here,
Yeah.
a Tudor toilet, yeah. The water would have run along there and they'd wash their clothes in there. Yeah.
Crazy, I mean,
Well, until quite recently as well.
Just make you think of how lucky we do have things.
Well, yeah, all the facilities and everything, the utilities.
You know, we are really lucky.
You can see stained glass in the window there.
Beautiful.
Now, as we'll talk about later on, there was a monastery
Yeah.
up until obviously 1540, up the other end of Kersey, beyond the pub. So there might have been bits of stained glass, which during dissolution they might have taken away and put in homes around here. Yeah, so that could have come from there.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a magnificent house anyhow, isn't it? So right in the outskirts of the village now, we have like a public footpath. The footpath goes on into the hills, into surrounding villages, and you've got horses and a swan as well over there as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
As I said, we could be now entering our time travel.
Well, if we do get stuck in a time slip, I hope they find this camera
Yeah.
and they know exactly what went on.
Well, they probably think we're witches, to be honest, some sort of like sorcerers or something, gadget like that.
Well, I think actually they're probably fine with some kind of sorcerer, I reckon.
Yeah, sorcerers.
They'll probably chain us up in the local bridewell or jail.
Yeah.
The thing is, they would have been speaking a sort of archaic form of English.
Oh, yeah.
You'd understand words of them,
Sort of, yeah.
and the well-to-do people would be speaking Latin and French as well.
Yeah, you got like people like Shakespeare and stuff, and I understand like every other half word of that.
But this is even wrong before Shakespeare.
Well, yeah, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah. People would have been shorter, about 6 inches shorter on average.
Yeah. Bloody hell, I'd been buggered then because I'm already short as it is.
Yeah. Now,
You see that they're still standing.
apparently this building here used to be a shop,
Oh, okay.
including this section over here. Because, if you look at this, just stand over here, the Elisa cottage. Notice the window, the bottom right, has a sort of wooden frame around it.
Yes, yeah.
And that's actually all that's left of a former shop front.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now back onto the main road through Kersey, which is Church Hill. We've got a lovely pink cottage in front of us. 16th century, called the Cottage. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, it feels like a bit like, to be honest, for like, you know, feels like we're a bit in like that old kids show, Balamory, you know, with all these coloured houses everywhere.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? What's he talking about? Doesn't he realise I was born in the 70s?
Yeah. Yeah, he's younger than he looks, all right.
Oh, you got some 19th century buildings
No,
on
it
the
is,
right
you
here.
can see, yeah.
And here. Oh, they're not all super old buildings, but I think these are the
Probably most
youngest
modern.
buildings.
Yeah, the most modern.
They're about
Oh.
200 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. I wonder if they used to have a market here, maybe. I don't know, it was like an indoor market or something, maybe.
Okay, Mark, so in front of us is the River House,
Oh, yeah, it says up top there.
just by the stream. It's got a brick front. It doesn't look all that old,
No,
but
that's why I was confused. I was like, yeah, this.
the core of the house was built between 1400 and 1500, I think.
Yeah,
You see the brick porch, the beautiful brick porch?
yeah.
That's built a little bit later, probably like late 16th century. They added onto it, that's right. Made it look a little bit more modern for the times, anyhow. And it is a beautiful porch, isn't it?
So it feels like you'd get brick if you were rich, basically.
That's right. Yeah, it has got a date if you look at the
like
gable.
1490 at the top.
1490. But I think the porch was built sometime after that. So, Mark, it's one of the most famous sort of landmarks here in Kersey is the little stream, which runs through the main street. Just saw the car go through there.
So we're now hitting water.
Basically, yeah. I mean, we've had a little bit of rain in the last week, but 2025 has been nicely dry.
It has, and
so it's,
probably good. Yeah, I said they obviously probably got the local sort of reservoir from there and that. And
in the Middle Ages, they come down here and drank it all.
Oh wow, yeah.
Now, of course, in our time slip case in 1957, this is where they stopped for a rest, the three young lads. And I noticed the ducks, didn't they, in the water were sort of very quiet, almost motionless.
Yeah.
And a great feeling of dread came over them. I don't know if a great feeling of dread is coming over you now.
Yeah. What? So were they a bit like, not like whack, more like...
No. I think you do an impression of one. I nearly
fell in the stream there.
It was...
So basically,
more
like
that.
How some of us move.
More like a duck rather than the mark. Yeah.
Yeah, basically like how mental. I just thought
it is Mark. He's not a real duck.
Yeah, no, he did take me out from the asylum earlier.
Pause. So just in front of us is Bridge House. Now, of course, this is central to the story in the time slip.
Yep.
This is where the lads peeked through the window to find it was more or less like a butcher's shop, medieval butcher's shop with mouldy meat.
Yeah.
Mouldy carcasses hanging down inside it. Nobody in there.
Yeah.
And this is what happened.
Dinner.
Yes, it is. Yes. It used to be a shop from 1905 to 1970. It's lent out now as like a holiday let.
Yeah.
And before 1905, back into the 18th century, it was indeed a butcher's. And they used the stream there to basically run off all the blood and
carcasses. Oh wow. Yeah. You would have to
from the meat.
Yeah.
Basically, the thing is, was it a butcher's as far back into the Middle Ages? We know it was at least far back as 1790. The house itself is said to be 15th to 16th century.
Yeah.
And has if you can see right in the middle there's a little line above the window.
Oh yeah.
That's the remnants of a shop window which used to be there.
Yes, like before.
Used to be a sweep shop apparently up to 1970. That's all
maybe.
Yeah, Brook Cottage, 16th to 17th century.
Yeah.
Opposite the road is Cresland, which I think could have been a master weaver's house. We were saying that villagers like this grew rich on wool and weaving.
Yeah.
Again, 1400s into 1500s.
Yeah, so the master weaver, that basically, the most richest person in the town, basically.
Yeah, one of the most rich, the merchants, the weavers, people who become very, very rich. Yeah, huge places, aren't they?
Just to say, you've stayed in a place like this, but this is the sort of place I would actually more expect there to be, like, some sort of paranormal sort of, like.
We don't know of any other paranormal things that have taken place. It's just that 1957 incident.
But it's just that look, isn't it? The sort of thing you think of when you think of like that sort of like paranormal. It's like all these old sort.
How are you feeling, by the way? Yeah, no feeling of dread.
I feel a bit, just a bit.
Yeah.
Not
feeling
dread.
That you got to get out of this place, or is it you just want to get in that pub and have a drink?
Well, I always want to get in the pub, mate. You know that.
Just take a quick look down here. I don't think there's anything much here.
Yeah. We're getting closer and closer to Leatherface by the sound of it.
Jesus Christ. Is this like time acceleration?
It is. I said that's come from the early Middle Ages, I think.
It's a mouldy apple.
Yeah.
It was normal when we passed it just a few minutes ago.
Mate.
You better get it and taste it, Mark, just to see if it's normal.
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. I'd rather be alive by the end of the day. Oh, hang on, I am hungry.
Carlton House on the left here from the 17th century. Notice the parketing in the plasterwork.
Yeah.
You see the patterns in the plaster?
Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, like,
It is.
Like all the little, yeah.
Can you see all the patterns?
Yeah, really nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, just the effort they put in it just for aesthetic back then, you know, is.
It's hundreds of years old. I mean, they might touch it up, you know, just to keep it looking nice.
You know, the effort.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Across here is the strawberry flavour for you.
Yeah.
Like strawberry.
Yeah, I'm not
rather
going to
than-
lie, that would be mine.
This is Bellevue. 16th century timber frame. Look at-
Ava's Cottage, eh?
it's similar to the crooked
Yeah,
house
it is very
in
similar to the
Lavenham.
Cricket, yeah.
It's beautiful though, isn't
It
it?
is nice, it is nice. I know it's one I'd have.
Oh.
Well, I said that. Well, you know, I said that's the house I would sort of pick.
Oh, what's
just
that?
Dark red, basically.
Dark red
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You know, it just hides the blood, doesn't it?
Any other reason?
And also, there's
What's it called?
It's called Ava's Cottage across the road as well.
Ava's Cottage,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ava's Cottage.
You happy with that name?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. We go walk over there.
Anyhow, absolutely beautiful
No,
place.
it is nice though.
500 years old.
I
500
love
years
that.
old.
I just love these little extensions just to make the bedroom bit. It's really,
Yes.
it's lovely.
Yeah, another thing is, the closer the timber framing, apparently the older it is.
Yeah.
So this wing here facing us is probably older than the darker red.
Oh
brick.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
Okay, here we have it then. It's the Bell Inn, the only pub here now in Kersey. They used to be free. We'll show you where the other two were a little bit later on. Amazing, so look at it, look, it is incredible.
That really is straight out of a, you know, well, yeah, that sort of.
It's absolutely
fantasy movie, it
sensational.
really is, isn't
Built
it?
1395 apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. So whether it's always been a pub, I'm not sure, but it's just incredible. Should we go and take a look in there? Do you reckon?
Definitely.
I can talk you into having a little
Little tickle.
bit of mead.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Absolutely, yeah.
A bit of mead.
Let's go then.
Yeah, let's
After
go.
you, sir.
Do it. Yes, sir.
Outside. Original doorway as well from Middle Ages.
Yeah, you can see where
Yeah.
the original doorway was.
How are you enjoying this
It's a
Mark?
beautiful little pub, I tell you. It
Bed
really
in
is.
here in Kersey?
Yeah. And I said also we're going to
We haven't
discuss.
slipped back in time yet, have we?
Not yet. I mean, I slipped into a duck clearly, but you know.
Yep.
I mean, maybe that was a paranormal experience. A duck took over my body. I don't know. Maybe.
I think so. If you haven't seen that yet, yeah, go to the part of the video where Mark turns into a duck. You got an interesting picture behind you there.
Oh, that is like the village, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a picture, and just turn this around. You have a look around. Isn't it beautiful?
It is really like.
Built at the end of the 14th century.
Yeah.
Nice bar over there, Mark.
There is a nice bar. Yeah.
Right. What's the little places down there? Hello there. So we're just taking a break here at the Bell Inn. The Bell Inn dates back to 1395, and we're about just a little bit more than halfway through our tour of Kersey.
Yeah.
Like the place?
Yeah,
so
it is.
far?
It's lovely. It really is. And as I said before, we get into the talk about it, you can even understand why they would think, you know, that this is sort of, you know, this is an odd little town.
So we're going to take a little delve into what actually happened in 1957. It was the autumn 1957, October, basically same time of year as it is now. And there were 3 Royal Navy cadets, William Lang, O'Ray Baker and Michael Crawley, who were on a volunteering expedition from Shotley, that's on the coast of Suffolk, quite a long way,
Yeah,
25, 30 miles away.
Well, that's a good old walk.
Sweden, yeah, they're all 15 years old, so they were young.
Yeah, teenagers,
you know,
teenagers.
They're probably, you know, above average intelligence, these are the cadets and stuff. And they entered Kersey apparently round about where the church is, and that's when things got very, very strange, didn't they, Mark?
Yeah, by the sound of it.
What exactly happened? They said that first of all, they said that the sound deadened.
Yeah.
Everything went quiet. The church bells, this was Sunday morning they arrived,
Yeah.
all went quiet, in fact just stopped. The leaves in the trees, which were typical autumnal colours. Suddenly turned a bright green. Let's just go over something else. I mean, we're talking about the bells stops. The church just disappeared totally.
Yeah.
We do know that the church is basically built in the late Middle Ages. It's mostly from around about the 15th century, the 1400s. There was, in fact, another church in the village at the time, which was, of course, the Priory Church.
Oh, okay.
Not too many people discuss.
Yeah.
There was a monastery, a priory, at the other end, at the north end of the village of Kersey, which was founded in 1218. Started off as a hospital, and then a few years later become a priory. So there'd been monks there, but more importantly, there would have been a priory church there
as well. So they would have seen that as well. Yeah.
At a central tower built in the 13th century, as I said. So this becomes sort of important with the time slip case. Some people think they went back to the Middle Ages. And
yes, which would have been
14th century seems to be fairly popular.
Yeah.
And of course, there are some problems with this. One of the main problems is, of course, is that if they did go back to the 14th century, they would have seen two churches at the time, not one. They would have seen the Priory Church and the Church of St Mary at the other end.
Yes.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little while.
Yeah, and they say, as you said, they obviously thought that it disappeared, and I said, but obviously that's because the tower would not have been built then, and that's
right.
Yeah, because that's why they thought it disappeared, because there was not the tower part of it, so it was just hidden.
Yes, or could have been obscured.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
hidden by that church, you'd have thought they'd have seen the Priory Church. You'd have thought they'd have seen at least one of the two churches in the villages. So there's no cars. I mean, this is 1957. Not as many cars as today.
No,
there's
still there'd been a lot
fairly
more
commonplace.
Yeah.
No people. That's the more interesting. Some people have said that's because it was a Sunday morning and they're all at church service. Again, you would have seen a few people about, perhaps some people in
well, workers as well. I don't know. I suppose they didn't work on Sundays, did they, back then?
So that's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah.
We've seen that as a characteristic of other time slips. People who either know people at all or they're motionless. Yeah. There are no furniture in the houses.
That's odd.
If this was like the Middle Ages or
you'd have had a bit of
historic people, there might not have been
much furniture around.
Yeah,
maybe like
in the Middle Ages, people just sat around on hay.
Yeah.
And one of the other interesting things was they come across what looked like old butchers. There's no other shops they come across, no pubs, anything like that. No, just the butchers where there's mouldy oxen apparently hanging down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes. Now this is supposed to have taken place at Bridge House,
which is
just across the road from the pub.
Yeah. The only thing I would be curious on that though is it like if they've gone back in time, wouldn't the meat be fresh?
Well, I mean, to be honest, there was this old green tinge they talk about. As we said earlier on, there seems to have been a green tinge to a lot of things.
Yeah. It said, and like I said, I've said to you before. Like I said, maybe that's like, I don't know, it's a hard way to like. I'm not trying to explain it, but like almost like there was like a green tint to everything because that's when right. that was
strange off colour.
Yeah, that's what was signaling to them that they were in like a sort of different time sort of thing. You know, almost like sitting like. Looking like an old filter in a time in a movie or something like
which is exactly what I thought. I mean, the sky was strangely blue.
Yeah.
The trees were very green. There was a greenish tinge to the glass windows. They said.
Yeah.
And of course, you get these mouldy carcasses which were tinged green as well.
Yeah.
Now about the Bridge House where they saw all this, apparently it was apparently a butcher's between the years 1790 and 1905.
Yeah.
Following that, it was a sweet shop for the 65 years. It's now basically holiday let. So was it a butcher's before 1790? Or perhaps they didn't go far as back as the Middle Ages.
That's what I think.
Intermediate.
I can imagine that, like, you know, if it's been butchers are like one of the oldest crafts in the world, isn't it? You know, so I can imagine that probably was still a butcher's a long time before even recorded. I would say, just maybe underneath different hands. That's all, and that's why it's not been recorded and that. And
that's right, yes, and there was like a little outbuilding which they think was linked to it being a butcher's from the 16th century. So it probably was a butcher's a long time before 1790.
Yeah. So
they come across no electrical pylons, cables, anything like that. Nothing electrical whatsoever. Also, that didn't really come into at least the late 19th century.
No.
So the windows are sort of greenish. Now, that's a little bit of a problem if it's the Middle Ages because glass in windows was generally something only found in ecclesiastical buildings like cathedrals and churches, and also the very high-end, richest people. Now, Kersey, as
I said, but maybe that is because, as I said, that, like you said, is that this was much, a place for a lot of wealthy wall traders and stuff like that, and like maybe that was why they put money into the town, because it's somewhere they liked spending. And obviously, as I said, back then they would have been a lot more religious than what we are now, and that's something they would have seen as important to them.
They had the priory nearby, so of course there might be a surplus of glass windows around, so that could be a case there. So I don't know what to think of that. I think it's just a little bit strange.
It is a really strange.
In the Middle
case.
Ages, they didn't tend to have glass. I mean, most people didn't have glass in the windows.
No.
And they basically had a film, a sheet, which they pulled down if it
like a
for
curtain,
insulation.
basically.
They didn't have glass in the windows at all, as we said. So that's an issue we have. This being the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
They had a feeling that somebody was staring at them or watching them, like a sort of paranoia. So perhaps this time slip, or whatever it was, had an effect on the brain. So they said they felt very depressed, and down and very sullen. So
and maybe that was like more like the sort of them, like, I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to try and explain, like, why I'm trying to explain it. Like, it's almost like as if like the kind of residents of the age, because some of them may have been, quite, if they were like the more peasant-y side of things, a bit more, maybe their sort of like the way they felt about their lives at the time was being projected onto them, being in this,
and this is what's come up with some people, and people thought, the sort of residue, of the time period. Perhaps it was
time
the Black
residue.
Death.
Yeah, time residue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, fast forward to the 1980s, and a parapsychologist called Andrew Mackenzie got in touch with them and invited them back to Kersey to have a look around. So in 1990 they revisited Kersey.
Yeah.
And said basically that it was although they recognised a few buildings, said it's nothing like how it was when they were there back in 1957.
Yeah.
They said there are far fewer buildings around. Houses
made,
more spaced out.
Which would have made
a lot more trees.
Yeah, because
especially in between the houses.
If they were in that time, they thought they were in this time period, then that would be the case, wouldn't it? That like I said, there'd probably be only about 50 to 100 population in the entire village. And,
that's correct, yeah.
And that is why there wouldn't be so many houses. There would be more. Yeah.
And as we said, as walking through the village, I mean, the majority of the houses would have been built after 1400. Would have been a few before that period. The majority were after. Not to say, of course, that there have been older houses there before the ones that were built later on. I mean, in the 14th century, a lot of people, the peasants, were still living in huts and things, not proper houses at all. Hovels,
just tiny little things, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Okay, so when reaching the middle of Kersey, I said they noticed that the dirt tracks, I mean, from the 1940s in Kersey, the roads were tarmacked or metalled, as they're sometimes called, so a bit like how they are today. So that's interesting. And they reached the stream, the famous stream.
Well, yeah. Where I think a duck took over my body, but
Mark here was
I was
turned into a duck, possessed by a crazy duck.
I was possessed by a crazy duck, so
So perhaps the sort of the spirit of Kersey and the time slip affected his brain too. He just walked for a few minutes.
I'm sure. That's it. I'm not insane.
But architects did come across a few ducks which were apparently very silent and motionless. So that some ducks are a little bit like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we saw a swan in the field, didn't we?
We did.
It was motionless.
Yeah.
They didn't really say much to us either.
No. You need to watch out for them swans.
These are ducks, and there wasn't any other sounds as well, apart from the running of the stream. I heard that. They didn't hear anything else.
That is really odd.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's a really hard one. Just like kind of like, as like I said, I'm more skeptical about a lot of things, and I try to do things, try and look at the arguments, and it's a really hard one because there's obviously cases where I said, maybe like I said, you could walk into this village and it does feel like a little bit like you're stepping through a time sort of warp, just from the architecture and everything. But at the same time, there's like other things that you've said were like the fact that like no pylons, like no. Just the way like certain things like the green trees and for the time of year, it's like that's the sort of stuff which is like making you think to yourself, well, what has really gone on here?
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if any other sort of surreal or paranormal experience other people have had in Kersey.
No.
This is the only one, the only time slip.
Yeah. But if I did actually try and have a look to see if there's any sort of like ghost stories around this way, and there just doesn't seem to be any, does there? It is literally just this time slip sort of.
Yeah, it is. It's the most famous time slip story. I think there is really.
Yeah.
There's plenty of others. But the Kersey time slip, I think, is the most prominent one. Yeah. When the lads were finished, I think they wanted to get out of the village as soon as possible.
Yeah.
We would have done if we were.
I mean, if you generally thought that was something going on, you'd be scared as hell, and you'd be like, "Yeah, let's get the hell out of there."
Absolutely, yeah. So they walked back to roughly where they thought they had entered the village, and then suddenly everything turned back to normal. Leaves turned back to typical autumn colours in the leaves. The church reappeared and the bells started ringing again.
That's what I said. Like it's one of those things where it's like, obviously we've only got their word to take for it, but you know, if that did generally happen, you know, that would be a big sort of, thing that would make you think at the end of the day, like, yeah, well, that is something really weird. It's almost like time, like not just the fact that you travel through time, but it's almost as if like time had almost stopped.
It must have done because when they exited the village, the church bells were ringing again. There couldn't have been much time elapsed, could there? I mean, how long were they in Kersey for? It must have been at least 15, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. So I'd take that about that, yeah.
Sounds more like a time bubble, doesn't it? Really? It just goes pop. After it's the same with other time slip.
Yeah. Whereas like very small very small times.
You can spend a few seconds in them. You can spend. I think longest is probably not more than, say, about. I think the Kersey time slip probably might be the longest.
Really? Yeah.
Most seem to last between 1, 2, 3 minutes.
Really? Oh, is that all? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it seems so anyhow. So this is a really strange case. I'm not going to ask you, Mark. Are you a believer or not, or do you think it's?
I just don't know.
All a load of old.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
Check out the cobbles, as a friend at work once said.
Yeah, so it's hard to say. Like at this point, I'm more leaning. Maybe they were just misunderstood what was happening, but
they were youngsters.
Yeah, they were youngsters. So it's once again, as I said, maybe. But at the same time, there is things that once again, it's really hard to say because. Without the actual proper evidence out, it's really hard to judge on whether, obviously going by just three 15-year-old lads' testimonies and.
Exactly, yeah. And one of them wasn't too sure.
Yeah.
In the 1980s.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's hard. I would love to believe these sort of things would happen, but it's just I think my sceptical brain gets in my way, and I'm like.
Yeah, I know. But we like a good story, don't we?
That's the main thing. That's all I love, and that's why I like being.
I mean, when we come into Kersey today, there was a little bit of me that thought, this could be quite a dangerous place. You might slip back to the Middle Ages. And never be seen again.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone would be that bad upset, But all I'll say is if we don't turn up Monday the next week for work, that's why.
And they probably wouldn't care less, would they?
No, they would be like, where are they? We'd go like, oh, that's all right, just travel back in time, it's fine.
That's right. Finally, say out of percentage, out of 100, what is the chances that it was a genuine time slip?
I'm going between 60 and 70%.
Do you know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
70.
70?
Yeah. I think this is...
Okay, I'll say 60 then, because I know you're more of a believer than I am.
Okay, we'll take the mean average and 65. And we think it really did happen then.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But there was, at the same time, there was a lot of room for sort of error in
there.
judgment.
There's a lot of room for scepticism. That's the only thing, isn't it?
Let's go. Thank you. Cheers. So enjoyed that then, Mark?
I did indeed, yeah.
Berlin.
Lovely little bar.
Beautiful house it is. Let's take a look at some more of the houses then.
Yeah.
Up we go. Yeah. Bumble Cottage. What's this one here? The Stone House.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, the Stone House is 16th century. Pointer's Lodge. You got overhangs, you see, with the upper story jetties out.
I love them.
Another 16th century building, the overhang. Lovely little doors as well, and all different colours. Linton House, 16th century, would you believe? Does that look 16th century to you?
No, that looks like pretty modern, to be honest with you.
You see they put a brick
Brick
cover on it. Yep. Timber framed. You look at the back, you can see it's a timber framed house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a bit of a cheat in it, really. Here we go, further up. Former post office on the right here, yeah. Yep, you see it. The little sign for it just to the left of the door.
Yeah. That was a pub, was it? Yeah.
It was, yeah.
What, and the bit on the end, or just the...
I think it was just this bit here, yeah. Pause. Just take a look at this then, Mark, just across the road. It's called the Ancient Houses. They're all flats now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
16th century, I think it's 1525 or something. Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful. As I said, once again, it's just like, I love this architecture. So this whole strips with panels and that.
That's right, yeah. It's 16th century. You can see the jetty. You can see the brick lintel at the bottom there, which it's built onto. It's just a beautiful place. How cute is that?
It is. I mean,
Number one ancient
cottage. Clearly, someone's got some time on their hands.
Yep. Well, if you're a postman,
Yeah.
if you're thinking about becoming a postman,
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think they'd be too happy with us stopping off to do a bit of painting halfway through our rounds. You know what I mean?
I'm sure some would like it.
Well, yeah. Like you can understand why.
So we've got Row View, another 16th century building. Suddenly we're coming up to the top end now, Kersey. Corner house, the big yellow one behind you.
Oh wow! Oh, look at that one there. Pattern on the side. The amount of work they put into some of these is incredible, isn't it?
It's a beautiful, beautiful building, isn't it? You see a bit of parking in the plaster there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, this little track here would have taken you up to the Priory.
Yes, where you said, they could have. They should have seen that as well.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's about 200 or 300 yards up there, the Priory, and it would have existed between the 13th and the mid 16th century.
Yeah, okay.
But it would have had its own church tower, which they would have seen.
Yeah, which you would have seen, but clearly
up there.
they didn't see nothing, which is
Didn't
odd.
see nothing, no.
Yeah, it is.
Very strange.
As I said, there is some like odd things. There is some odd things.
Another odd thing here, I think we have a water pump, don't we?
Oh wow, yeah. Get you from the local stream.
The wall towns,
Yeah.
I've already talked about. You take like a
like a walk through
distance footpath through all the lovely towns
Yeah.
around, or little villages like Lavenham and
That's great.
Bilderston and Monks and Ely and all the rest of them.
Get some lamb on the way.
Water pump, obviously, you see the hands on the side of it there.
What on it? Oh yeah.
Water pump,
Yeah.
before people
Yeah.
had running water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. You obviously used to obviously get you walk through that.
That's right.
No,
It doesn't work now, of course.
Well,
Isn't
no,
it?
it would all come from that stream, wouldn't it? But,
Probably up until what,
But
no,
as I said,
early 20th
yeah, but
perhaps.
like I said, like it's still great that like they keep these things preserved, though. You know what I mean? Just to keep the history alive, and that's what
It is. It's just on show now, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, and it is. It's nice to that you know to see that we've done that.
So, close to the site now where the Priory used to be. It's just across the road here. Here it is. It's here. Kersey Priory. So the Priory would have been here until nearly 1540.
Yeah.
Private land here. But there is still a bit of the Priory Church which still exists, not the tower or anything,
No, but,
just a little bit of rubble and stuff.
but obviously we can't go there.
That's
so,
right, yeah. So the Priory, as you can see, would have been what,
Well, about
200 metres away from a couple of minutes walk?
Yeah. And they would. And
The
they
church should have been just over there.
You would have thought they'd noticed it if they're coming from that way. Yeah.
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 So that's a strange one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no shop here in Kersey. We do have these little stalls. This one full of jams, homemade jams and preserves.
Mustard and pickly. Oh.
Don't fancy that?
No, that sounds horrible. I don't like mustard anyway, so I thought jam was meant to be sweet.
You get a taste for it as you grow older. Yeah.
I used to love lemon curd when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I used to always eat lemon curd sandwiches. Yeah.
That's funny. I started eating that just recently. So there's a stream.
Yep, there's a.
You know what I'm going to say next?
No, there's a duck.
Yeah. So this is round close to where the old marketplace was here in Kersey.
Yes.
It's the old centre. You see the little track just going down there. And if you have a look at the ground floor on the right there,
Yeah.
by the large window in the bottom right hand corner, you see that there's a wooden frame around it.
Yeah.
Now that used to be an ancient shop front.
Oh.
So in the Middle Ages and early modern period, like Tudor period, they would have had a shop front there. They had a big shutter which would have been pulled down, and they would have put all the goods
on the front, as
on the
opposed
front
to
of
actually
it.
going inside the building.
That's right. Yeah. Basically sold the goods out of the window, basically. Yeah. So basically that would have been an old shop. Also on this building, you have the mullioned windows, the original windows at the top there. Yeah, see the wooden ones?
Oh, yeah.
You see the little sort of holes just to the right up there.
What's that?
That's where there'd have been a Tudor garderobe or lavatory attached. A wooden extension which would have connected to this little gutter kind of little stream down here.
Oh, and that's what you said.
And they would have done the business.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Basically,
straight out there.
Basically out of there, and
Go
it
down
would have
the
fell
chute,
down.
Go down the chute and go down the street.
Wooden coving would
Yeah.
have been round here. Yeah. Okay, so we've reached the end of our tour here in Kersey, part of the invitation.
Oh,
How
it's
did the invite go for you? Then,
Oh,
Mark?
but yeah, it's brilliant. I said, even if we don't, not sure about the time slip thing still, I said,
okay.
but I think that
It's a
it's
beautiful little chocolate box place.
it really is a nice little village,
Yes.
and I recommend people just come and have a little look. To be honest, just
So
to
do I.
see how amazing, how nice it is to see the historic history of the country, really.
And there's several other places nearby which is just as nice.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do now is, because Mark enjoyed this place so much, give him a quick look at Lavenham,
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
famous Crooked House.
Oh, the Crooked Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
So thumbs up for Kersey?
Yeah, definitely.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Really is.
Even if you're not into the paranormal, get
No.
yourself down
Get
there.
yourself down for the history at least. It's really
beautiful.
nice. Oh, and.
Subscribe, comment, like, and share.